I don't know that we came up with an answer. I don't know if we solved the world's problems, but we gave you more to think about for sure.
I don't think anyone can give an answer. You can have a debate group and you will never reach an answer on this one because it's like, I'm going to say, two children fighting over the same toy. And the problem is that these two children also have weapons. But I'm going to openly admit, and you can understand from what I've been saying, I think that a lot of the fault is on the Arab side because Israelis are fed up. Israelis don't have the energy anymore to think about it. No one cares anymore. A lot of Israelis say just give them whatever they want, let's live in peace. Serious, I'm very, very serious. Because if this was an equal fight, you'll have Israeli terrorists going in and blowing things up, and it's actually happening now. There's a small group of people who have decided they're fed up, and they're starting to attack Arab villages. And I'm not talking about that; they just go and graffitis things and cut tires and stuff like that. But I think that that's a reaction, not people who are extremists. I think it's a natural reaction of people that feel threatened.
They feel like they have no other option.
Yeah. Is it legal? Hell no. Do I agree with it? No way. It gives a bad rep to the state of Israel. But I think it's a natural reaction to people who feel betrayed and fed up. Because you have to remember, we pulled out the Gaza Strip, people lost their houses. There are people who have no income, have not had income for years because they lost their businesses and they can't get back on their feet. Their children have psychological difficulties these days.
Because of being ripped from their homes in the Gaza Strip.
Exactly. We have made a lot of concessions, sorry, yeah. Concessions as a state of Israel. We've given up a lot of things. We give them free water, free electricity. Okay, so I want to put things in a nutshell just to finish this off. Basically, the state of Israel, as a rule, is not an aggressive state, unlike what you might think. A lot of the media, what they do is they misrepresent the information. Okay? The best way to know what's going on, hop on a plane, come over here, and be a bystander. Don't talk with anyone, just be a bystander. That's
true.
Okay? And make your own decision. I would say something very simple. The fact the state of Israel is willing to help the Palestinian Authority with water, electricity, and they owe us close to $1 billion shekels.
Which is like $340 million?
Something like that, in electricity fees. Ismail Haniyeh, the head of Hamas in the Gaza Strip, his granddaughter had to have surgery that they couldn't do in Egypt or in Gaza Strip. She was flown into Israel, okay, for this surgery. A lot of people who need special treatment come into the state of Israel for this treatment. We supply help whenever they need it. We are basically very, very, very peaceful. And we get absolutely zero back from them. Absolutely zero. What they do is they show you Israel's taking our land, Israel's attacking us here, and they never ever speak about the good things we do. Ismail and Haniyeh's granddaughter owes her life for the state of Israel. And he is the head of an organization that Egypt is about to call a terrorist organization. Okay? And they claim to be the real authority over the Palestinians. And if you ever dig in and dig deep into this, there is a massive split amongst Muslim groups in the Palestinian Authority who fight over who is legitimate authority. And for example, there's one of the Islamic groups says that they do not recognize any agreement with the state of Israel and basically do not recognize anything the Palestinian Authority does because they're consenting to the Zionist enemy. Right? So that's the reality.
So, would you say that Israel is safe to come and visit for people?
Israel is safe.
I'm here.
Israel is actually safe to be here. As a tourist, you actually also be safe with the Arabs. Just be very careful when you buy anything. You can be conned out of your money and keep your wallet very, very close anywhere. I want to be very blunt.
Don't pay 80 shekels for sunglasses.
Yeah, just don't do that.
Don't do that.
Unless you walk into a store.
I was in a hurry.
You have to be careful anywhere you go when you're in a foreign country because there's swindlers everywhere. But out of experience, the largest number of swindlers would be in, for example, the Arab quarter in the Old City, the Muslim quarter in the Old City.
80 shekels for sunglasses that cost me $4 in the States.
Yeah.
How much is 80 shekels in dollars?
I would, about $20-something.
I paid it though because I was in a hurry, so the fault is on me. Yeah, okay. So in conclusion then, would you say education? Education is probably the best hope for the future.
Educate yourself.
Educate yourself.
Educate yourself.
And come to Israel.
And if you want to know the truth about anything, you should just go there and do it yourself.
Yeah, that's true. I would, from my own personal experience, guys, I've been to Israel before, and I stay in touch with the news in the region for sure. I pore over it quite a lot. But as with most situations, the reality on the ground, the reality when you're interacting with people, and also the reality when you're just sitting and watching things happen is very, very different than what you read. The same incident can be viewed from multiple perspectives and can be recorded as such as well. So if you really want to know about what's going on, then you should come to Israel. Come to Israel and stay for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
You will. You have a Facebook page, don't you?
Yes, I do.
What is your Facebook page?
My Facebook page is called Hebrew in Israel.
So do you teach Hebrew?
I teach Hebrew. I mostly focus on biblical Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
I work with people from all over the world. I even have people who are, people who are more on the Palestinian side of the opinion, and we still get together. They communicate with me. We talk about things because we found a mutual place that's neutral, that we can actually have our discussions on them. Because we're talking about, for example, people who are, I'm Jewish, they're Christian, they're not involved in reality here, but they watch the news, but we have a mutual interest. So we sometimes have a bit of a conversation about these things. But I'm going to tell you something very simple. I've had Muslims put very offensive things on my Facebook page, like destroy Israel, death to Israel, and things like that. So, as a rational person, if someone tries to attack me, I have to defend myself.
So basically you don't put up with crap on your Facebook page?
I don't put up with crap on my Facebook page.
Well, that's okay, because I don't either. So. No.
But my Facebook page is more of like, a scholarly thing where it's more like biblical studies and biblical Hebrew. That's really what I do. It's a very neutral area.
Well, you're a rational dude, so I think a lot of people can connect with that, especially if they're wanting to learn more about the language and about the area. So, okay, well, I think that probably does it for today. We've covered all of the world's issues, and I don't know that we came up with any solutions, but at least we covered it in a little bit more depth.
Yeah, the debate about how to solve the problem is we've been debating for decades.
Okay.
There's no absolute solution. It's just really education, wanting to be willing to live with one another. Actually, I would say one last thing.
Okay.
In Aikido.
Aikido?
Aikido.
Okay.
The man who invented the Aikido, he had a philosophy. Aikido works in a lot of things I've seen Aikido. The idea
A martial art form.
A martial art form, for those who don't know. They tend to try to see the perspective of your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Moriyoshiba, which is the man who invented Aikido, used to teach the issue that martial arts is peace. And I remember when I was training with a man who does Aikido, and he always spoke about the issue of stepping in a way where you're standing in the perspective of your opponent. If you really want to understand anything, you really have to see it from all angles. That's really the moral I got from that training.
That's pretty stout. I like it.
I think it's the truth.
Life lessons from Aikido.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you, Yoel, for joining me and for expanding my mental horizons. And again, sorry guys for my voice, but I'm trying to do my best. So what I'll do is I'll put a link down in the description box to Yoel's Facebook page. And that should do it. So thank you guys again for being here. And for now, it's Patriot Nurse signing off with Yoel Halevi. And we'll see you guys later. Bye.